Welcome back to the Two-Ton Money Super 1 British Karting Championships. It's the senior Rotax class up next. The grid positions look like this, with Charlie Turner going off pole. He's second in the championship currently. Reese Hunter is the championship leader, and he is right behind him on the grid. Tommy Foster took a good win last weekend. Brad Barrett on the front row as well, with Ben Davis, James Johnson up there, Miles Apps, Michael Cheek, the leading rookie. Joe Turney and Morgan Rose. Pick out your favourite drivers from the rest of the grid. Luke Wooderwell down the field once more, former Super 1 champion some years ago now, as they come towards us, and the 22 is off. Sam Baker doing some lawn mowing. He's done well to keep that on, to be fair. He'll go through turn 1. No incidents through turn 1. We've got Tommy Foster turn round. When you feel the air on the back of your neck, you know you're facing the wrong way. And Tommy Foster took a comfortable victory last week at the Rotax Festival to win that British Open title, the only man in history to win junior and senior Open titles in the same class back to back in this junior and senior Rotax category. But he's not going to be having a great day today, so he's out of contention. Don't forget to please like, subscribe, comment and share, and check us out on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Super 1 Series. It's Turner that leads it. The championship points will update as the drivers go across the line. So it's still Reese Hunter that has the championship lead on 7.28. Turner's got a little bit closer on 7.24. He could go out of this round as the championship leader if he takes the win. And that man there, Reese Hunter on the 63 pictured, ends up losing some places. Turner may go out of here with the championship lead. He's on 7.24. He's leading the race, so obviously he can't score any more than 7.24. But Reese Hunter can lose points if others overtake him as they go down into the dogleg. Great overtaking opportunity. You can see the rain has come back again. You can see the rooster tails off the cart, the spray being kicked up. It's a little bit heavier than it was as Jason Lockwood gets a warning flag. Further back down the field, Jason, not sure what that's for. We're looking at Michael Cheek, the leading rookie on the 75 car. Having a good day indeed. He's got the 14 Miles Apps right behind him. Then comes Morgan Rose. Joe Turney, the Kartmasters Grand Prix winner recently. He's down there in 9th place. And Rob Ellis rounded out the top 10. The second rookie is Luke Oliver. He's in 11th. And that is the aforementioned Joe Turney. We'll look up the inside of the 7 of Morgan Rose, and has a good look up the inside of him there now and gets the job done. So Joe Turney, not used to being in 9th place, that's for sure. He's used to being right at the front of the field, battling for the win. He may well do that, he may well come through. These are the sort of conditions that will afford drivers opportunities if they've got the right setup on the kart. So Joe Turney now setting about the man in front of him, who is indeed Miles Apps. There's Miles Apps on the 14th as they come out of the top straight into the loop. Still Apps in front of Turney, out of the loop. Turney indeed is being hounded here by the 7 car of Morgan Rose. Through top bend, onto the back straight, down to a great opportunity as Miles Apps wipes his helmet, and up the inside comes the Kartmasters Grand Prix winner. Turney takes advantage. The championship points top right show Reese Hunter leading it from Charlie Turner. Brad Barrett in 3rd, Joe Turney there in 4th place. Did I say Brad Barrett was 3rd? He's not 3rd anymore, he's up to 2nd. Dropped the championship leader on the 63 car. Reese Hunter down to 3rd. So Hunter's points will change, go down to 7.26. That moves Turner within 2 points of him. Man on the move, the only real man on the move making big moves. Well, you've got Spencer Barrows made up 5 places from 20th to 15th so far as Turner puts in the fastest lap. Tom Edmonds has made up places from the back of the field. In fact, he's just made up another 3 places on that lap. So Edmonds has now made up 8 places from P34. So expect him to be moving forward from there. Go into the dogleg one more time. Cheek in 7th place, the leading rookie. Whereas Luke Oliver is further back, so the leading rookie, of course, as we said before, we've got somebody off there, can't quite make out who that is. Who is that? I'm not quite sure, can't see from my position. The rain obscuring our vision, of course. And it is pretty torrential. Again, we said earlier, it's sort of spitting with rain, really, but it's quite heavy, and it's the wind that causes the problem. As we see, Morgan Rose has made his way past Miles Apps, so Rose up to 8th place, Miles Apps down to 9th, and Rob Ellis through now to 10th place. So Ellis has made up one, started 11. Luke Oliver still in 11th place, the second rookie. So go through the dogleg one more time. 7 minutes 14 on the clock. These races are 12 minutes plus a lap. If you're wondering why my commentary colleague Jake Sanson isn't here this weekend, A, he lost his voice over the weekend doing the circuit commentary, and B, he's not available till later in the week, so he wanted to get this done and dusted and up online for you guys that want to see it as quickly as possible. This is the battle for 3rd place, the final step on the podium. It's Ben Davis putting pressure on the championship leader now, and if Davis goes past, I do believe that will be a tie for the championship lead. And here comes Davis down the inside, pictured now, but can't quite get by. Will he have a look in the dog leg? No, it looks like indeed Reese Hunter was defending a little bit there, going narrow, and that won't allow them to get away from the carts behind. Indeed, James Johnson, pictured, will love to see that, as will Joe Turney, of course. And Turney, as you can see now, the Kartmasters Grand Prix winner, up to 6th place. There he is on the GP plate. So there is Reese Hunter, 726, his championship point so far. Charlie Turner, the race leader, 724. Turner, as I said earlier, can't score any more than 724 because he's already leading the race. But Reese Hunter here on the 63 kart can lose points if people go by him, and he's looking like he's a bit of a cork in the bottle here. I can well see Turner going out of here with the championship lead, because I think Ben Davis here in 4th place is quicker. I think Johnson and Joe Turney goes past Johnson, definitely quicker. There's Turney pictured, and here comes Davis. Has he got him this time? They just go out of shot of the cameras. Michael Cheek goes through. The leading rookie still there, and no, he didn't get by. So Reese Hunter still there in 3rd place, but he can't be there for much longer, surely. Davis certainly quicker than him, but he's just got to pick a spot. These conditions do afford drivers great opportunities, and look at this, Joe Turney already on the back of the pair of them. So Davis thinking about moving into 3rd. He's also got to think about losing 4th. He won't be thinking about that at the moment because he won't know that Turney's there, but Turney, he may appear to his left as he go down to the dogleg. I don't think he's close enough this time, but he's going to go by sometime soon, I think, Joe Turney. And that's Johnson going past. I say going past, he's holding on to the position from Michael Cheek. And talking about going past the 86, Ben Davis looks like he's gone past for 3rd place. He has. You can see the positions update, and Joe Turney is off through bottom straight. That is Ben Davis through to 3rd place. So Davis on the podium now. Michael Cheek is looking very fruity indeed. Up the inside of the former British Open champion, James Johnson. He lost that title last weekend at the Rotax Festival, but you're talking of somebody of the highest quality, and Michael Cheek, the rookie, having a fantastic run, has to be said. Got to call it as I see it, and this is a great effort by Michael Cheek there in the top 6 in the British. Did I say what I thought I said then? Top six in the British Championships. A great run for the rookie. Yeah, apologies if I said the other word. Just looking back further down the field, I can see that Tom Edmonds made up 9 places now from 34th to 25th. Anki Stenning's made up 7. He's in 22nd place currently. Spencer Barrow up to 14th from 20th. And others making up places as well. Jason Lockwood and Alex Pendlebury 4 places apiece from 17th and 16th on the grid. That is James Johnson under pressure from the rookie. Charlie Turner puts in the fastest lap, 49.53. So the man out front is relentless. He's got a 2.5 seconds as he went through this time through the sector. Brad Barrett now 2.39 seconds behind, but look at this, James Johnson having to defend off Michael Cheek. He's got that much pace behind him. James Johnson looks like he's going to lose that spot to Cheek. Cheek just needs one opportunity. Is this the opportunity? It is the opportunity, as he's made it stick. Can he hold on to it? No! Johnson holds on. Cheek has to give best at this stage. Morgan Rose is getting closer to these two as well. There is Morgan Rose on the 7. There's Michael Cheek on the 75. Obviously enjoying these conditions today, allowing him to compete with the guys at the absolute top end of the sport in this class. Talking to guys at the absolute top end of the sport, Joe Turney is recovering now on the GP plate. He started 10th, he was up to top 5, and now he's dropped all the way down to 14th, having to recover, Joe Turney. With 2 minutes and 14 on the clock as we come into the bottom of the circuit, the bottom straight, through the bottom bend into the bottom straight. This is the left-hander at the elbow. That is Ben Davies in front of Reese Hunter. So there is a tie now, as you noticed, for the championship lead. Hunter and Turner tied on 7:24. And don't rule out Bradley Barrett from the championship either, because Barrett there now in second place on the 92. Ben Davies there just going through the picture in third, rounding out the podium. Barrett's still in the mix as well. Now these drivers, these points at the moment don't take into account the drivers' worst score during the season. You could drop your worst score during the season, as we see the rain starting to get up again and the wind blowing. A gale, I say a gale, probably not quite a gale, but 20 miles an hour with the rain coming down as it is. Can feel like a gale, make no mistake about it. You see the water pooling on this lens. Cameraman doing a fantastic job today, I have to say, standing out in all conditions. Really difficult to film in these conditions, to even see the lens, see the focus ring. Your hands are cold as Barrett puts in the fastest lap. He doesn't care about the cameraman being cold. He's just interested in getting closer to the race leader. Bradley Barrett is 2.1 seconds off the race leader at the moment. Now, is Reese Hunter in danger of losing 4th place and losing the championship lead? I think he is. Where is he? There's Hunter. He's got James Johnson and Michael Cheek lining up behind him. He could lose 1 place, he could lose 2 places potentially here, Reese Hunter, as he goes through there with James Johnson, former British Open champion, right up his chuff. And with 17 seconds on the clock, there's going to be 2 to go, and that's what Johnson wants to see. He doesn't want to see the last lap board at the moment. He wants to try and get by on this lap and then see the last lap board so he can defend on the last lap. So 86 going by, that's Ben Davies. We've not seen much of Charlie Turner, the race leader, I have to say. It's been a comfortable day for him so far. Most of these little battles that we're seeing are slightly further back from the race leader. You can just see him in the background going through the bottom straight. Tommy Foster puts in the fastest lap, but of course we saw Tommy off on lap 1 as James Johnson looks up the inside, just out of shot of the camera at the moment. Has he made it past? He hasn't. That is the race leader though. He's into the last lap, Charlie Turner. It's been a dominating performance. He's actually increased his lead by 4/10 on that lap as well, I think, over Bradley Barrett. So Bradley Barrett probably realises can't do any better than he's got at the moment, so he's just going to hold on to second. And, Reese Hunter, Michael Cheek has gone by. I'm not sure what's happened there, but Cheek's gone by, and he's gone by Johnson and Hunter. So Michael Cheek's made up 2 places, and that's lost Reese Hunter the championship lead. Right of your screen on the top. So Charlie Turner now has a 1-point championship lead over Reese Hunter in second. You're looking at the race leader and new championship leader through the elbow for the last time. Celebrates early, he loves it. Through the final bend, and it is Charlie Turner that takes the win. It's Bradley Barrett there on the 92 going through in second place. Here comes Davies through for third. That is Michael Cheek, the leading rookie, in fourth. James Johnson just unable to get by Reese Hunter. So Hunter will lose the championship lead. The other drivers making the way past. Where did Joe Turney finish up? Well, he finished up in the top 10 in the end. Front fairing penalty affecting the top 12 drivers. Well, Morgan Rose finished in 7th, but he'll drop out of the top 12 as a consequence of a 10-second penalty. Tom Edmonds it was in 24th that made up the most places. Charlie, cracking win for you. You've closed up that championship lead. Just talk us through your whole weekend.
Well, generally the weekend's been really good for me. We started off pretty steady in the dry, But I was praying for rain all night, and I got my wish, and proved to everyone today that I was good in the wet, and I won both my races, so I'm really over the moon.
What's it going to take for you to just go that one step further now? I'm not sure what the championship points are at the moment as we stand here, but it's close, very close. What's it going to take to win it?
Well, at the minute, I haven't even looked at the championship. I'm just focusing on one race at a time and just go from there, really.
Okay, who do you want to thank for your win this weekend?
Well, I want to thank my dad for being a great mechanic, Dan Holland Racing for the great setup, and Ogden Motorsport for the good engines.
With a couple of rounds to go, this one's going all the way to the wire with Charlie Turner leading Reese Hunter by a point and Brad Barrett not out of it by any means, nor is Joe Turney. James Johnson rounds out the top 5. Join us in part 5 for Rotax 177.